Seamless as always. I've tripped over 2 chairs, my microphone fell off, and I banged my knee off the counter. Halloween
made it in the end.
It's just around the corner, so we've the spooktacular Shane Smith with us today.
Indeed, we've frighteningly easy cupcakes that are sure to trick or treat your little monsters.
Now,
cupcakes with a difference.
With a difference, yes. Mainstream cupcakes we're going to do here. Nice
mainstream cupcakes.
Brains with glass shards and a little bit of blood.
And here's the poor fella who's given up his brains.
Had that at home, so I brought it in with me. So yeah, we're just going to do a very simple vanilla-based cupcake. The recipe up online for these as well. So
Lovely.
I just pre-made these this morning. So we're going to be filling the centre of these here, and then with a buttercream topping as normal, but it's just the way we're going to present it, which will make it a little bit different.
Okay, let's go for it.
What we're going to start with is our glass shards, which is going to be basically a sugar and water mix, like a caramel. Cool. So we're going to get this kicked off here. So we have that new cooker here, so bear with me for a second.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I pre-programmed it for you, so
we like the brains raw.
That's it.
It should just turn off just before the camera.
I should big retina scans here now as well. This is face recognition cooking. So we have that on here. So in here we have just a little bit of water, some sugar. Now you can put in glucose if you're getting all fancy, and that stops it from crystallizing on you. But water and sugar is completely fine. You just have to keep an eye on it.
Just water and sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I remember when we were doing MasterChef, we did a patisserie masterclass with Claire Clark. Is it Claire Clark? And we were making caramel, and she said, "Don't touch it, just put it on." But yet, when I watch cookery programs, you see some chefs are swirling the pan.
I think.
Do you leave it alone, or do you? I know you have to watch it.
Yeah, it depends again in what you're going to be doing. If you're going to be making a butterscotch or like a caramel sauce, you're going to be putting in cream afterwards. You're going to dissolve all of those crystallized little pieces as well. So if you're going to be doing it for something like this, or a little bit of sugar work where you want just pure sugar, you say dissolve your sugar and water, and on a low heat, bring it up until everything is combined, and then turn it up. Right. Because if you start first, it's going to start crystallizing around the sides, and it's going to go lumpy as well. Okay. So what we have in here is a buttercream. So that is butter and icing sugar. So we're going to get
the buttercream.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's going to start mixing here. We're going to start the prep for our cupcakes. So we're literally now again, as I said, you don't have to fill these. This is just an extra little.
So these are just standard classic cupcakes.
Standard, yeah, exactly, buns.
And you're going to put the recipe up on the Sunday AM website.
Yeah, no, exactly.
These, but
they're on exactly. This is just a little fast track here.
That stage
I have to say, I like a nice plain cupcake.
Plain cupcake.
Yeah, jam and a bit of cream, or is that just pushing the boat out?
Cream.
Forget about it.
No, the jam, actually, I would go with the jam as well, yeah.
I like when a cupcake becomes a queen cake.
There we go.
It's a simple little...
What does that happen?
Bit of wine, I think with wine, another glass of wine that it just transforms.
Just the little thing on top with a bit of cream.
Cream, yeah, I would the same.
So you're going to hollow out the little...
Exactly. Now, if the kids are doing this, you don't need to use a knife, just be very careful, just use a spoon, and you can kind of scoop out the centre. All these little bits then can be eaten afterwards as well, so wouldn't throw those out. So
handy to leave them in the cases while you're doing this, so it won't collapse in your hand.
Exactly. Look at this.
Good little top tip.
Yeah.
Well...
I might have told him that earlier.
You did. I've been learning from you over the past 2 years, Shane.
It's been a while.
Really?
Yeah. I do be listening. Tommy, isn't it?
So, yeah,
how are you? Good to see you.
So again, just going to scoop out the little centres here. And what we're going to fill this with is, we're keeping it with the kind of the gory kind of bloody theme, is a raspberry compote. So basically just some fresh raspberries cooked down with a tiny touch of sugar to take the edge of sharpness off them, and a tiny little bit of water. And we've cooked that down to a nice little compote here. So we're just going to fill those into the centre here. So then obviously when you bite into your cupcake, you're going to get
the bits you just put down there.
Yes, they're for you. Yeah. Your little quality control and those. What's this is? What happens underneath here?
So you've just literally
scoop them out.
Down.
Yeah. So we're putting our filling in like this. You don't mind if you get a little bit of juice in there as well.
What's the filling?
This in here, just raspberries, a tiny little touch of sugar, just to get rid of the sharpness, and a little bit of water.
Okay.
And then just kind of cook that down.
Cool.
So fill up some of those there. What we have here then is the buttercream, so we're just going to throw in a little touch of the vanilla extract. And then obviously to get that nice colour, we're just going to put in a little dollop of our food colouring. The food colouring then is going to resemble the nice pink kind of colour. Good. So now we're just going to lift that one off, and we're going to put it into our piping bag. So you will need a piping bag just to get those nice kind of, I suppose, the shape of the brain then on top of the cupcake. The shape of the brain.
Use that phrase.
Be surprised this time of year now the funny ones you'll be coming out with. So we're just going to scoop this in, mix it all through. Again, if it's a little bit white in there. It's a nice little kind of a marble
You
touch
can
as
leave
well.
those horns on now for the next 4 days.
But these aren't coming off.
Yeah.
This is it until
They're permanent.
I lost one this morning on the way in.
Did you?
And I have a newfound respect for people that wear contact lenses. I was supposed to have lenses as well, and I gave up.
Really?
After about 35 minutes this morning. I was
In
like,
the
I just
bin.
can't. Yeah, in the bin, yeah, best investment ever.
Good man.
But
Here go the brains.
down the centre,
Oh, yeah.
and then we're going to go little
Of course you are. Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's how it looks.
little
like that.
zigzag.
Brilliant.
So then again,
Kids would have great crack making
yeah,
it.
yeah,
And the parents would great crack eating.
cleaning up. So you have the little brain then as well. So as you can see here with the sugar, you bring that until it starts to go a little bit brown around the edges, and then turn it off, and then that will obviously set. Then then
Yeah.
people are kind of wondering when will it. And then when you pour that onto a tray like this, which is lined with either parchment paper, and then let it cool. So I done these last night, and then basically you just
Snap 'em away.
snap them.
Snap them.
That's going to be your glass. So this just sits
Right,
on
so-
top then here. Again, it's more just for the visuals, I think.
Yes, of course.
So it's a brain that's been attacked with glass.
With glass, like a zombie brain.
'Cause it's
and then if you want to go all out as well and just put a little bit of the extra, a little bit of gore then on top
Gore,
of them
yeah.
as well.
Oh, it's horrifying.
Drizzle
Horrifying.
that over the
Shane,
top as well.
I will let my colleague taste your wares, and we'll
Okay.
move
First
on.
one.
What have we got in the next hour?
Next hour we have skeleton bone pavlova.
Skeleton bone
Yes,
pavlova.
yes, exactly.
Skeleton
Now
It ain't
don't cut
pavlova
yourself on the
till it's
glass.
Pavlova. Right, so to come
going
Halloween
everywhere.
costume ideas
messy.
if you're heading out tonight. Plus, Laura is taking you on a tour of some of the capital's most haunted locations. What's the verdict?
How are we good?
Yeah.
Deadly.
On that note.